Okay guys, good morning. This is Robert from Trade the Moment. It is Monday morning. It is 9:36. We're looking at a setup here of JP Morgan. One of the stocks that I'm looking at today as a long play. It's a gap up in the morning, came back in. Got a reversal bar here at about 122, closed that. And looking at 123 or higher to get involved in this stock. I like to see a break of about 123, but I don't want to buy it now with 4 green bars in a row. So hopefully we can get a red bar and then a break to the upside. That's one stock we're looking at. NIO we're looking at is another one. This one is a gap down in the morning, reverse back up. We're looking for a short entry here. QS is another one that's a long actually. So we're going to work on these 3 stocks for the next 10-15 minutes to see if we can get an entry of $75 on QS. We'd like to see a breakout above 75 on QS. JP Morgan's at 123. This is where we like to go long. We're just looking for a pullback, a red bar, and then a green bar to break out. But JP Morgan looks good at 123. It's now 123.18. You can look at the tape down here. JP Morgan is trying to break. $123 is a buy on JP Morgan. QS is a short, is a long. It's pulling back now. We're waiting for QS to break above 75. JP Morgan 123 long. JP Morgan's working 123.23. QS hasn't triggered yet. A break above 75, that would be a long for us. And we're getting a little bit of resistance now on NIO, so that's a short. We'll put NIO out there. I would say a breakdown here. Low of these bars will be 75.97, and this one's the same, 75.97. So a break of 75.96 would be a short on NIO. $45.97 is a short. I apologize. $45.97 is a short. You can find these trades posted on Discord. Go to www.tradethemoment.com. You will find on the website a button to launch on Discord where these posts are available for free in the morning. There's also other services and channels on Discord. NIO is still in play. JP Morgan is working 123 and as a long, somewhere around there. Let's see. It's a long above 123. QS just broke 75. Look at the tape. 75.23. That is now in play. JP Morgan at 123 and above. QS above 75, and NIO is about to hit. There she goes. 45.97. It's now all 3 trades are live. It's NIO, QS, and JP Morgan. 2 of them to the long side, JP Morgan and QS, and NIO to the short side. We're looking for some follow through on NIO as the market's pulling back a little bit now. We'd like to break the low of this pivot here, 75.70, and see where we can go. She's working fine now, 75.86, 83. So let's keep an eye on this. Maybe we can get a wide range bar and close this position out. If not, close here for it out and move our stop down to our entry, so we have no risk. QS is going nice, 75.50, 47.50. You could sell here for this bar right now at 76.70. 76.70. You can let here for this trade go. Okay, if that trade is gone at 76.70. Let's see if we can get 77 and change out of it. Here she goes. 77. You can sell above 77 and close out at 77. 77, close the back half of the position, the second half, 77. There she goes. So QS is a winning trade. That's a nice trade. For those who had it, congratulations. For those who didn't, there are other trades, don't worry. JP Morgan's working real well. 123 entry, 123.70. I say 70, take here from JP Morgan, 123.70. Take half. There she goes. 124. Take the other half. On JP Morgan. She's up there to 123.80, getting closer. NIO is trying to break. It's a live trade. It's now green about 6 or 7 cents if you shorted it at 45.97. It's a little underwater actually now, 46. QS is still going. We closed that out. JP Morgan, half of it went. We are trying to get out the other half at 124. We'll stay on JP Morgan. This was a good daily. JP Morgan opened up green, but most of the market was red. And gapped up and kept going. Here's the reversal bar, the first bar. We didn't get in until it took somewhere up here. Took out most of the damage from the opening bar. And we are trying to get the remaining out at 124. The second half of this trade at 124. This trade is green at 123. NIO is right where we entered it at, 45.97 to a short. We think it's going to backfill down here. I don't see no trouble. We're coming down to 45 if this stock starts to break to the downside. If she goes up, we're closing this out at 46.28. So NIO, 45.97 short, 46.28 will be the cover. We'll cover on a break of these pivots up here. So right now this trade is in play. JP Morgan's okay, still hanging around. We're still trying for a break above 124. 124, I will let the second half go. It's still very bullish on the day for those who want to stay. I'm electing to take profits on the day. The S&P gap down, tried to come back, and now is selling off. I am not crazy about longs today, so I will be getting out of JP Morgan at 123.40 will be a stop. I will stop out of JP Morgan at 123.40 because the S&P is pulling back right now, and you don't want to overstay your welcome and turn a winner into a loser. So at 123.40, you would be a 40-cent winner on the second half and a 70-cent winner on the first partial. So we'll watch JP Morgan, and NIO is going against us. Back to JP Morgan, still trying, looking very, very strong. JP Morgan Can't even take out the bottom of this pivot, 42. So I'll put a stop, guys, at 123.40. Approximately right there. 123.40 is the stop. We're looking for 124. That would be $1 in the second half. If not, it'll stop out. There'll be 40 cents on the first half. US was a 76 entry. 76.70, half was sold. 77, the other half was sold. Stock ran up to 80, probably should have held it. But the S&P was scary with a big gap down rally, and you kind of knew it would take some kind of pressure, and it did. We probably should have held it a little longer here, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. So this was closed out, half of it at 76.70 was 70 cents, and the balance, the other half, the second half at 77 was $1 winner. Very good. JP Morgan was a 123 entry. We sold half at 123.70, and we're trying for 124. But the stop is moved up now to 123.40. So this is the second half, a 40-cent winner, or $1 if it goes to 124. We'll keep our eyes on this one. NIO, for those who are short, still it's a live trade, 45.97. Our stop is going to be 46.30, 28 in that neighborhood. 30 is without a doubt a stop. So we're going to stay on JP Morgan and see if we can get 124 and squeeze $1 out of the second half of this trade. And that would be a very, very good morning for those who took these trades. We have money in the bank. We've paid ourselves. And now we're working on profits. JP Morgan's under pressure with the S&P. JP Morgan's probably going to stop out at 123.40. Still hanging in there, JP Morgan. There's the S&P. For those who want to look at the S&P, it is under pressure. It is red. JP Morgan still holding, and the S&P is pulled back. So that's the problem with anybody that's long right now. You've got a market that's under pressure, but JP Morgan's performing very well. I don't know if it's going to go. If the S&P catches a bid, this has a shot to hit 124 with no trouble. NIO's working real well for those who are short at 45.97 on NIO. We're going to be taking some profit. We're just looking to try to break this pivot here at 45.69, and then we have a trade that's working. Here goes JP Morgan, guys, back to 81. 124 is the number for the second half. We have 3 trades on today. JP Morgan at 123. Half was sold at 123.7. We're working on the second half. QS at 76.70. Half was sold, and at 77, the second half was sold. Here goes JP Morgan, 85.80. Watch the tape. Under pressure, JP Morgan. It's going to break 124 and probably keep going, but 123.40 is the second half stop. We'll take 40 cents profit off the second half.
WJ, which received a buyout offer today, Canaccord says Boeing was not in a position to challenge that bid that came from Lockheed Martin. And again, that's on Boeing DA. Canaccord commenting.
JP Morgan is still working. 124 is the number on JP Morgan. Let's stay with it. We're getting there. Here comes 91, 88. JP Morgan's looking to go. The Dow has reversed. For those who want to look at the Dow, rallied, base sideways, really strong so far in the morning. I mean, it's still got a ways to go. It's still down 123. They were down 500, the Dow, this morning in pre-market. 500. So this buy is out there. And here's JP Morgan, 124. We're going to let the second half go. There we go. 124. JP Morgan is out. Got one trade left. NIO still working. We shorted at 45.97. It's now 45.76. 73. We catch a gap down. We'll close NIO and have a great morning. Be 3 for 3 this morning. Over 2 for 2. NIO's now working very well. It says now from 45.97 short. It's now at 69. Broke down. We're going to move the stop now to... We're going to move the stop to our entry, 45.97. So the stop on NIO gets moved to 45.97 where we enter. This is now a free trade. We have nothing to lose on this trade. We entered at 45.97. It's now 45.76. We have a little bit of cushion. We'll move the stop to 45.97 where we entered. We have absolutely nothing to lose on this trade. We'll try to take some profits if we can get some follow through here. Maybe break this pivot here, which we broke. So maybe we could retest here or break without getting stopped out up here, because we do want to lock in profits on this type of day. So we want to break this pivot down here and try to make new lows where we can close it out. Let's recap the QS trade. We started there with 76. At 76.70, we sold half. And at 77, we sold the other half. And as you've seen, it was early. It was way too early. The stock kept going, but now it's backfilled now. So would have been nice to stay a little longer. We made 70 cents on half a trade, and on the second half we made $1. JP Morgan, we took it at 123, a break of 123. We broke 123. We exit half of it at 123.70. We put a stop in on the other half at 124. It hit 124. We got out of it, and now it's still basing, pulled in. Still looks very, very strong, but we're out of that position. Same as QS, 70 cents on the first half, $1 on the second half, two wonderful trades. NIO is stopping out right now, so that's the end of NIO. We had about 20 cents out of it, maybe a little more, 45.97. The low is 66, so we had 31 cents. We were trying to make it a 70-cent trade, 60-cent trade, and it didn't. It reversed back up. At that point, we had a stop in place from where we paid. Where we got involved at 45.97. So at that point it stopped out. That's it for today. For this video, I'll be trading in the room. We are 2 for 2 today. 2 out of 3, 1 scratch and 2 winners. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the room.